in Bob Beach. We might actually have a few thunderstorms today. Possible severe weather in parts of the southeast. We'll show you where. Virginia Beach, you're kind of on that border, right? Are you mid-Atlantic? Are you south? I think you're more mid-Atlantic. But we've got thunderstorms today and tonight. Then we get a break. Tomorrow looks good. 89 degrees. The sun is out. Get out to the beach. Enjoy it. Lots of humidity, although I have to say, the dew point up here in Philly is 72. So, you know, what we have in the south is getting shared all the way up the eastern coast. We have actually nicer air down into the Tennessee Valley. Beautiful morning to start your day in Nashville, in Chattanooga. Even Atlanta's not so bad. Here's that boundary, though, that we're watching, and it's kind of stuck again right here across eastern North and South Carolina. So that plus the fact that we have just a little disturbance, little extra in the jet stream that's going to come right over this area. So we could see strong damaging winds with thunderstorms that develop later today in eastern South and North Carolina. Then we go down to Florida, some rain coming in towards Tampa this morning, a couple scattered showers there. What a wet weekend we had over the Florida Panhandle. I know you're so glad to finally get a break. You can get out and get your walk on the beach this morning, take the stand-up paddleboard out, the kayak. You're doing fine. There'll be some scattered showers though through the afternoon, so you'll watch those. You're going to watch northern Florida and the first coast here around Jacksonville, and look at Charleston. Steph just said it. You know, we're more than 5 inches above average. We've got more rain coming our way again today, and it could be heavy, and there also is the chance that there could be some strong damaging winds with some of those thunderstorms. But elsewhere through the south, you look at Huntsville and Birmingham and Atlanta, really not a lot of rain chances out there today. A lot of drier air in place. Today, we're going, because of that, we're going a little bit hotter, so getting into the low 90s in Nashville and Atlanta. But if you do have that chance of rain, I think you'll stick in the 80s. Look at Raleigh, 87 degrees in the triangle for your highs today. Here's tomorrow's forecast. It's still Florida, mainly with the focus on showers and thunderstorms. The real moisture is getting pushed right off the coast and then back up around into the northeast. So we're not really getting it into the southeast. It's hit or miss. And then, of course, there's the southern plains. We'll be talking about that for your forecast as well. Wilmington, rain chances for you today. And then again tomorrow with the scattered activity around. We go from the southeast to the southwest.
Yeah, where we've had good for the rush hour.
Yes.
That's good news.
Travel moving actually a little better there than it is in the northeast. Let me show you what's happening here as we bring in the plane this morning. We've got delays already. It is Monday and right out of the gate, or right into the gate, because it's a ground stop. So if your flight is going to LaGuardia or Philly or Newark or JFK, we've got delays out there this morning, running anywhere from about 35 minutes to 45 minutes. It's a ground stop, so it's only until about the next hour, top of the hour. But we'll have to see if that's extended or if it becomes a ground delay program. When you see a forecast like this with thunderstorms in the forecast at all of our major hubs in the northeast, you got to expect delay with a lot of delays. Steph.
Well, midweek storms are on the way to the describe it. It's just a matter of karma.
Maybe it's luck. It's luck. I don't know. My youngest and I were talking about luck. I said, there's no such thing. It's hard work. And she said, luck? Are you kidding me? Yes, there's luck. And some of you, when it comes to rain, are unlucky. Some are lucky, and maybe too much so, because look at all that moisture we've got coming in to the southern plains. It has been so dry. We've been asking for rain, praying for rain, and now it's coming in with too much at one time. Over the weekend, we especially saw it. Right now, some showers out there. Nothing too heavy at the moment, but as we get through today, yes, we could have very heavy rain and the potential for some flooding concerns. Farther north, though, from what we saw over the weekend. You know, we're going to be watching northern Texas, the Red River Valley, up into Oklahoma, then up here into northeastern Oklahoma, then into western Arkansas and southern Minnesota, watching for that as well, into Kansas. And you see, remember that little curlicue we had on that water vapor? That starts to move in and crank out some showers and storms right across the Central Plains.
Yeah, this is well-needed rain.
Yeah,
we'll take
it is.
All right, so do you remember where you parked your...
Shooken like that.
Right,
just
just
get
the whole
rattled
thing just
inside or
dropped.
not. I don't know.
The whole road just dropped.
Yeah.
I guess you could just pluck it out. And
Cover sinkhole damage?
I don't know, actually. That's a good question. Got to get our car coach on to talk about that.
Yeah.
Good old Lauren Fix. But look, it's been too much rain. It's been all of our headaches lately has been from the weather. Maybe literally, actually. Some of you do get headaches from the rain. We have delays this morning on a Monday right into the gate. There's a ground stop, Philly, New York, all airports here at JFK, LaGuardia, and Newark. It's about 35 to 45-minute delays getting into the airports right now. It is a ground stop. So we also have air travel and then road travel concerns. Later today, the rain will fill in on 95. There is a chance for flash flooding with the heavy rain coming your way. Steph and Jim?
all right, according to one risk
Sign there, we go to the western U.S. Not a good sign. The fact that we have heat, dry weather, no rain, and a very active fire situation with 112 fires active right now. Over the weekend, let's see, from Saturday into Sunday, there were 2 fires contained, but then 9 new ones developed here. And every day, it seems like that's the trend. Yes, there is containment, but also new fires develop. and more than what is contained. Right now, with the Holy Fire, 22,000 acres burned. They made a little progress over the weekend, up to 52% containment. Just a couple of degrees in cooler temperatures helped the firefighters. Believe it or not, I mean, going from the 90s to the low 90s, mid 90s to low 90s can make a difference. It's something, right? We look at where we are this year to date, 5.7 million acres burned, well above the average of 5.4. And that's a trend that just keeps growing, right, every single year. And certainly the lengthening fire season adds into that. Relative humidity always a bit higher in the morning, but then really dropping into the afternoon. And with all this smoke, air quality alerts are up today, the Central and Southern Valley. That's not going to go away till the fires are out, and also up around Ellensburg here into Washington State. Now, in terms of the smoke and just watching it affect your visibility, we saw it widespread and thick, reducing visibility in Washington. And then also from Canadian wildfires, Steph, all the way down into Minnesota and North Dakota.
The northern tier there.
Actually, the Mid-Atlantic. Not as much New England and the Northeast, but look, in the Mid-Atlantic, we have, more than a foot of rainfall in most locations. Our wettest July on record. More to come today in Va Beach and even this evening. Then we do get a break tomorrow. So tomorrow, plan your beach day. 89 degrees. The sun is out. Hopefully the surf comes down a bit, because I know that's been a challenge too. Dew points across the southeast. Honestly, it's more humid in Philly right now than it is in places like Nashville. You've had some dry air come in to the Tennessee Valley. A beautiful morning out there, and not a bad day either. Enjoy that. This boundary, this whole front, this is the same thing that was into the northeast over the weekend. That's going to be a focus in the mid-Atlantic, and that's where we're going to focus more rain today. At the moment, a lot of it offshore. You can see we're fine right now in Raleigh and Williamton, and also Charleston. But thunderstorms will fire up here. We're in the red zone. Strong damaging winds are the main problem. Just a little piece of energy coming in to help that get going later today. And then elsewhere, we'll keep an eye on Florida, the peninsula, not the panhandle today. There'll be some scattered showers, but not the big washout like you had over the weekend. So let's take a look at everything. We put it together in your forecast, watching for thunderstorms to start going. This is about 11 o'clock right along the coast. Not a beach day for you. Surf City, Myrtle Beach, it's iffy. You get into the afternoon, it's a little more widespread. Charleston and down towards Folly Island, and watching all the way down, actually the coast to Tybee Island, we're going to see scattered showers and storms right through the afternoon. And then getting into this evening, everything will start to quiet down. You know how it goes. Definitely the sun will play a role, and the daytime heating will play a role in these thunderstorms. And we look at the forecast heat-wise today, we're going to be hotter in places that don't have the storm. So Nashville, yes, you have a day with no thunderstorms, but your temperature is going up to 91 degrees. At least it's not that humid. Atlanta's going to be a little more humid and still get the 90s. All right, Steph, let's go to Texas, where it's been tough there with the rain.
It has. Flash flood
Than it is this morning in the Northeast. We've got delays. Going to bring in the plane and show you what's happening here. Today, we start off with a ground stop in Philly, at all the New York airports, also Chicago, too, for some fog out there this morning. The reason that we've got delays, though, in the Northeast is the rain in the area, and this could only get worse. We had a ground stop until 7. It's already 7 o'clock, you know. It's been extended till 8, and all these ground stops got longer as well. So Philly, now you have about an hour wait at the airport you're starting in before you can take off to go to Philadelphia. Same thing for you at the New York City airports. Later today, we're going to bring in D.C. We've got Dallas and Oklahoma City in the mix as well. Certainly watching for some delays here. And the Central Plains, certainly has been an area that we've been watching for a lot of delays.
That it has. Now, I was just thinking back to these are on.
Finally, getting back into it. Now, in the Southern Plains, we're finally getting some rain, and we had it over the weekend, too much so in Texas. Moisture tap coming in for